Welcome to Black Love Matters, with a service of therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
or find our inner Brack and Michelle.
We're Jay-Z and Beyonce, or who is you?
I'm Neil,
I'm Nyambi.
and this is episode 340, y'all.
Hey,
happy Friday. Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black one, okay? What's going on with you?
Not much, just steady working. Neeram say I work too much. You think last night I should say, Neeram came down to the basement where I got kind of my pseudo office set up, and he was like, I think you're done working today.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Because me and Mabel haven't seen you all day.
Mabel has seen me all day because she has a bed under my desk.
Me and Mabel haven't seen you all day.
You mean you haven't?
Me and Mabel haven't seen you all day.
Unpack more. Tell me more.
No, you just if left to your devices, you'll work all day and night.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. What would balance look like to you for me?
Having solidified hours.
That's not real.
Well, you just asked me what it looked like.
In what setting do folks have solidified hours? Are you hourly?
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But work is work. It's going. I don't even got no updates for that. I know I'm in tech. So, tech is swirling of what we about to do for the next 6-7 months. So, honestly, it's just going to be interesting to see what the long game is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And who's coming to the office, who not coming to the office, all the above, right? So tech companies are either been never come back in about a year, or come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just interesting to see folks go back and forth. Honestly, what's even more interesting is seeing how folks in tech are reacting to it. I constantly try to be the voice of reason when they're like, oh my God, we're still working from home. I'm like, oh my God, we got job security. Oh my God, we can just work from home and not work. We haven't had any furloughs. Do y'all realize what's the unemployment? 20 million?
I don't know. It's a lot. I don't even know what percentage that is. They just keep giving us these numbers.
20 million is a lot of people. I don't think that's a small.
How many people are in the United States?
But it's not just people, right? Working age, all that type of stuff. It's just the way, I don't know. It's just the privilege that I see sometimes that gets me thrown off.
Oh, okay. So it's about 10%.
Yeah, if not more. But that's a nice chunk of people not working.
It is.
And it's not like we have a government set up that if you're not working, people just going to take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
As you can see how they didn't pass these stimulus bills still. But I digress. Other than that, Mabel being Mabel. I think Mabel's thriving. She has this new thing, though, where at night she sleeps under the bed. Mm-hmm. And then in the middle of the night, she used to come out. But what she's been doing for the last 2-3 nights is she wakes 3, 4 in the morning and then jump on our bed. Yeah. Did you hear her jump on our bed last night?
No, I didn't.
I'm scared we're going to hurt her. Yeah,
we probably is. But she'll learn.
And then, because last night she was in the bed in the middle and I turned on. I was like, what is this? This is a heavy pillow.
Because it's the world's greatest surprise. As you're sleeping and then you're trying to get comfortable and then there's a 20-pound weight just holding the cover back.
Because you try to move the cover. And
then you be thinking damn, is it Nyambi that's then cocooned in the cover?
Yeah.
So you reach over and try to pull, but it's not Nyambi. It's a foreign piece of weight. And then you look up. It's fucking Mabel.
And so we don't know what that's about. And last night I put her down on the floor and she looked at me like I was a fool. She made me get up out my bed and put her back on the ground. And she just looked up at me like, bitch, are you serious?
Right. This is not what's supposed to happen.
So I don't know where she got into that because she necessarily wouldn't jump in our bed in the middle of the night when we were in California.
No.
You think because the bed is lower?
I think
it's just more accessible?
I think since the bed is lower, it's a lot more accessible. And, Mabel also thinks that, she is us and us is she. Uh-huh. And she'd be like, well, I want to sleep with the rest of the pack.
Oh, they must have forgot to put me in the bed tonight. Let me go get in here real quick.
So I'm going to sleep under the bed.
Yeah.
Because I know they can't get me there.
Who is they?
Us.
Oh.
And then when I hear they ass nice and sleep,
yeah,
I'm going to creep on out and attack the bed.
How she think she knows when she hear you snore?
I don't know.
Gotta be the only reason.
No.
So that's going on. And then also my mother's birthday is coming up. So I'm planning her a very, very intimate brunch on the porch, social distance with my aunt and my great aunt and stuff. So, and with mamas, you just can't get them a brunch. You just can't tell them. I shouldn't have said anything and just made it a surprise.
Yes, you should have.
But, it's becoming a whole thing.
Yeah, especially when you ask black people what you want.
Well, it's their birthday, and I'm going through therapy and getting healed. And I learned it's not about what you want to give people, but it's about what people want.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm getting therapized, I think the appropriate thing, if I'm planning someone a brunch for their birthday, to say, what would you like, or what don't you like, or what would it feel like?
Black people be a trip because kids like, well, what you want for your birthday? Oh, I don't nothing, but like eggs, greens, collard greens, chicken, but that's it. Like, and you can make whatever else you want. But I also want like a strawberry watermelon mimosa. But like that's it. But you can make whatever you want. And it's like, well, she just planned it for you.
So as I said, as I'm being therapized, I'm just leaning into what people want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just leaning into what people want and not fighting against like who they are. Which is that surprising you?
Yeah, well, you've been going to therapizing, so it don't surprise.
I was like, no problem. All those things I can get at Trader Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
And I will get them all at Trader Joe's. Thank you. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's all I'm doing. I'll let y'all know how it go. Also, I needed to go back and watch John Lewis's funeral. I had it on in the background while I was working. So I didn't get a chance to dig deep into it as much as I want to. But just from the nonverbals, because of course I just had it symbolically on mute in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we at a different place in America when Baby Bush come up and everybody start clapping.
I know, right?
Did Baby Bush look at home?
Look,
Baby Bush, well, you know, I always liked his wife. I always like Barbara, not Barbara, that's his mama. Barbara was a trip too.
Laura?
But Laura, actually, I never had beef with Laura. She is smart. Like, she never was the problem with me in that presidency. It was always him. And Dick Cheney actually more so Dick Cheney. Now that I really reflect on it, I had a problem with Dick Cheney.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, aren't we at a whole different place in America when we be like, Baby Bush? He'd be like, it's me, Baby Bush. We be like, we glad you came through.
Yeah.
And gave a good word.
Yeah.
Didn't say nothing crazy.
Mm-mm.
Said things was in line. I was impressed. Was you impressed with Baby Bush? Did you see him or no?
I didn't see him, but what I do have to say is like, woe are the days where we just had like presidents or people in office who like can make a coherent statement.
Remember we used to tease Baby Bush? We won't tease him no more. We won't tease him no more.
No, we won't.
Remember, the thing is, Baby Bush could talk, but he'll make really weird analogies.
Because it's like he be trying to go on an analogy, but then he
He'll
forget
get lost in the analogy.
Yeah.
But like, well, at least we could tell where he was going with it.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who we got now? It don't even make no sense.
It don't.
And then of course Bill Clinton came on up there. I'm surprised Hillary went there. That surprised me. Or maybe she wasn't in the shot with them. But you know, Bill came and billed. You know, he wasn't necessarily problematic upon the blacks. And then who comes like a true black prince? No, just joking. Barack Hussein Obama, my president.
AKA Barry.
AKA Big B. I didn't listen to all of his, but I can tell by the reactions he was giving it.
It was 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
He said nothing but the word.
I only caught a couple minutes of it, but I can confidently say I'm sure it was amazing. I didn't even watch it all, and I can tell you it was great. Did you watch it all?
I ended up rewatching it. And it was great. It was amazing.
What was his takeaway point? Get y'all shit together and vote.
Vote.
Big B, we gonna need you to come out in these streets. We gonna need you to go on tour.
Vote.
I know it's a lot. I know you are on Michelle Obama's podcast, which I still have not listened to. I will though. Big B, we gonna need you to come out and motivate these niggas, because these niggas is still salty about Bernie. They salty that Joe Biden is our option. Kanye, like, it's just Big B. We need you to come out here and do Big B things. And Michelle, we need you to come out here and do things, because we can't allow this to happen no more. No, too much.
No, that's the truth.
And why was I talking to my friend, actually one of my friends at work, and y'all know Jennifer Holliday was the one doing the majority of like the solos. Well, my friend's mom talking about, she thought she heard Jennifer Hudson, and she came to scream like, oh my God, she looked different, don't she? I was like, me and my friend was done. We was like both Effies, both dream girls, different generation. Like Jennifer Holliday, what, 30 years older than
dream girls.
And she said her mom said it with such conviction. She looked different, but nothing wrong. She looked good, but she looked different.
Effie sure looked different.
We're like, her mom was like, who do you think? And like, we're like, Jennifer Holliday looks great. What are you talking about? And she was like, she look a lot older, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
We're like, well, she is a woman of a particular age. What you mean older? And she thinking it's Jennifer Hudson. I said, yeah, Jennifer Hudson did something. I said, but aren't they different heights and all the above?
It don't matter. Both of them play Effie.
It was a mess. So that's something I'm thinking about. But that's all I got. What's your check-in, Nero?
I don't know if you've seen Black Twitter and how Black Twitter was tearing up. Virgil is, I'm gonna keep it a Verge, which is 50. I'm gonna keep it 50%. Virgil was getting tore the fuck up in the world. At first, it started with that 50. That $50, even though he donated, but just niggas over here is like, well, I'm gonna donate this 50 to try to get broke niggas to match me.
Oh, he the one from Off-White, right?
Yeah. So now he done came out with a new shirt. That's $440.
Oh my God!
That says like support black businesses.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
It wasn't no way to do it no cheaper.
I guess not. So the beautiful part of it is, how
where the proceeds go?
We don't know. His pockets.
Okay, I bet.
And Black Twitter is always fucked up. Don't play around. I think my favorite one is where you say, "I haven't trusted Virgil since he fucked up Pop Smoke's album cover."
Wait, he was in charge of that?
Yes.
No, he wasn't in charge of that. I don't even know how to explain. Remember them shirts back in the early 2000s?
Mm-hmm. Yes. He was in charge of that.
I want to support Virgil too, but I can't.
And then they posted a picture of Virgil with all these white people and said, "Y'all trust this nigga?"
Family?
I guess so.
Oh my God! Or is he just taking a picture with friends?
I
can't
don't
do
know.
that if that's his friend.
I don't know.
That's his woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm all set with Virgil.
So
Virgil's the one black friend.
He is. He is. He needs to read the room. I don't know what's going on with Virg, but he gonna learn one of these days.
He's not very good at that. What is his background? Not ethnic, but his just upbringing. Where was he grew up? Who was his mama? Has he been therapized? Is he friends with Kanye? All the above. I'm so confused.
He was friends with Kanye because he was the one of the head designers for Yeezy.
Yep. The writing was on the who.
It was on the wall, huh?
Yep.
Other than that, just visiting family and friends, I think is a blessing. One of the things I was talking to my therapist about was how there has been, I would say, a huge disconnect from certain family members and friends when it comes to just me and life, right? And one of
Nero.
I know.
Go back and listen to Naomi's 100th episode.
I understand that, but I'm here now. It's in my face.
First of all, y'all, our dog just asked to get up in our lap and literally just laid her head on the podcast table.
Mm-hmm. So, one of the questions, my therapist, asked me, and I did not know, how to even answer it.
Ooh, let's answer it now.
I don't even know if I still know what the answer was.
Okay.
It was what the hell? So, she was like, what do you wish, blank would know about you that she don't know?
I mean, I guess you can fit that out with anything. Your dad, sister, mother, father.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. I lived so much life. I don't know what I would want them to know about me.
I mean, that's anything. What's one thing?
I don't know. That was the hardest. I was on the phone with therapists for 15 minutes. I don't have an answer. I got
plenty.
I went blank.
I got plenty.
What you got?
Child, I have depression and anxiety. I'm more sensitive than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just want to feel included. Sometimes your tone with me is not a tone of love. All of that.
Oh.
I can go on for days.
Well, shit, I need to start thinking. Because I got to go back next week and have a list. I'm just going to take some of your answers.
Why are you going to take some of my answers?
Because they good answers. Because I ain't have nothing. I drew a blank. I was like, I don't have nothing.
Oh.
I don't have an answer.
Yeah, I want you to be invested in me. I want you to be on my side.
I have an answer.
I want to be the center of your attention. All that.
I didn't have an answer. I literally did not. I was stumped.
You got something for me? Is it easier for me since I'm around more? What's something about you that you wish I knew?
That I worship your floor that you walk on.
Ciao. Ooh, he a lie, y'all. Oh, he a lie.
What?
Over here, Virgil'n. What you want? I'll say it again, and you better say it with conviction. What? Oh, lying. Now listen, I done been to therapy and I done been talking with the Lord. Okay?
You said I've been Virgil'n?
Yeah, now. What you ain't gonna do is run the okie doke. No, for real, what is it?
I think one of the things is that, I want you to, see the vision that I have.
Okay. You don't think I do?
Sometimes I don't. Or I think it's conflicting with what you want and what I want.
Oh, it absolutely is. But I love you. That's why I hang around.
Mm-hmm.
Near won't let me be a stay-at-home dog mom.
You can. Let's move back to Detroit. You can do
it. I meant on a beach.
Oh, no.
I need to stay home so I can take care of Mabel.
You did not add that stipulation because I said we can do it right now in Detroit.
Well, how'd that go? Okay. All right. This is on the record. Y'all niggas hear Mabel? I mean, hear Mabel. Hear Nero? Do y'all hear Nero?
Yep.
So how would that work? How would it work? Tell me.
Right now? Shit. You just quit your job. We find a house. Buy it cash.
Oh, you got the money to buy a cash house. Where is it at? On Brightmoor?
Don't matter where it's at.
What's the spot on the east side?
It's going to be paid for.
That is not the same. Not the way they killing niggas in Detroit.
It's going to be paid for.
Every news, they be like on the 5011 block of a black hood, somebody else dead. No.
It's going to be paid for.
Yeah, okay.
Or, at least it won't be, or we can not buy it outright and just, be a nice down payment for a house and I'll just take it over.
Okay.
That's how it be.
So we have to live in Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
I think that's all that's really going on with me. Other than that, just visiting family and friends, and I think it's.
But it is. But I mean, addressing that, like we've been away for so long that we aren't the same people we were when we were here before. So, and I do believe family and friends have missed a lot of that growth and that gap, and.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I was just talking to her about.
It's just natural.
It's like, for my older nephews, like it's almost like we never left, right? Because we've grown up and we already have like so many experiences. But I think about some of my younger nieces and nephews and cousins that I haven't grown up with, that we don't have that experience, and how it's almost like a disconnect because it's like I don't know what to say to you. Like I don't really know you like that. Versus like other cousins where we grew up, you can at least come up with some type of pseudo conversation.
I mean, I think when it's the age difference, especially when it's older to younger, it's not about like a mutual bond. I think it's about you. What's the thing I just said I wanted from my parents, right? Or my parents or my friends or my cousins or friends, true investment in them, in true interest in them. Like, I think that's how you build that bridge. Like kids, folks younger than us not slow, right? I know they eat Tide Pods and stuff.
They do.
But like you can literally be like, man, or sis,
you've been eating that Tide Pod. Ain't that rough on your stomach?
No, or you can be like, I know I ain't been around a lot and I feel as if like I don't know you as well as I would like to know you, and I want to spend this time to get to know you. Would you be up for that? Mm-hmm. See, that's what therapizing do to you.
Yeah.
Just say the thing instead of tiptoeing and being awkward at the house and trying to play the dozens, and you don't know if they sensitive. You don't know.
Yeah.
And just literally, and again, I wouldn't do that at family dinner, but like I will find a space where like y'all can be alone with each of them and be like, I haven't been around. And this could be for anyone, but I love you and I'm invested in you and I want to get to know you more. Would you be up for that? Mm-hmm. And let them decide.
Yeah, look at that. Look at your.
And when they say yes, be like, great. So what you like to do? What you into? Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Like, and let them drive it. Like, I think you hit a certain age. Like when you hit the auntie uncle age, we don't get filled up by the. Don't get me wrong. Like you can. You learn from the children and all that. But I think it is our job, and something I'm learning in therapy more so, like we grown. Mm-hmm. We extend the olive branch. We don't make the babies do that. We the ones who go back consistently. We the ones that keep asking questions and probing them and give them opportunities and just making them. We're modeling the behavior, right? We're modeling the behavior of unconditional love and inquisitive compassion. That's what you need to do. Okay. How would that feel for you?
That'd be dope.
What? You don't sound like.
I just said that'd be dope.
I don't feel the energy of that would be dope.
Oh, that would be dope.
How would you? I'm thinking of like your niece. Who would be more receptive, your niece or your nephew?
My niece. My nephew, that nigga just don't talk.
And then what else do? You call the things. I notice you don't like to talk a lot. Mm-hmm. So what would be the best way for us to communicate?
Right.
Because I would like to like learn about you. Would you rather text? Do you want to like just asking people? What would you do if like your parents or your aunt or uncle asked you that type of stuff when you were that age?
I'd be thrown off. Like, damn. Oh, okay. Shit. Ain't nobody never asked me that. I might break down in tears.
What
Ain't nobody ever asked me that.
I mean, again, it's centering that person and not yourself. I think sometimes as older folks, especially us as a Black community, we can be a little narcissistic sometimes, especially as we become elders, and we so much center ourselves in the situation that a lot of times we just need to center the other person and let them do all the work. Right? Give them the space and let them do the work.
That's interesting.
What's interesting about it?
I just think that's interesting. I'm gonna take that to my therapist.
What you gonna take?
I'm just gonna have to
what are you taking to her? Wait, I will make sure you don't go prove me wrong. Nyambi said I don't need to say nothing. I just need to ask them 30, 40, 50, 11 questions. Nigga, you want to... Nah, I ain't say all of that. That's why I want you to repeat it back. Look, therapy taught me that too. What did you hear me say?
I ain't gotta say shit, but ask them a bunch of questions.
See, that's not what I said.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. Though.
No.
Oh.
First, you have to ask permission.
Oh, so I got to get permission to ask them questions.
You got to get permission to be like to say, I want to form a deeper relationship with you. Is that something you're also interested in? If the answer is yes, so how are we going to do this? Mm-hmm. Also, you helping them kids build critical thinking because, I got some of them babies. They don't got no critical thinking skills.
Exactly.
No problem solving. Too much. Mm-mm. You should go for it. But I think from what I see, right, I think your nieces and nephews will be receptive to that.
Yeah. We'll see. Mm-hmm. So that's all I got. Mm-hmm. Guess what we finally got?
What?
A fucking Black love story.
Oh, my goodness.
What the hell took y'all niggas so damn long?
I mean, it's COVID. I don't know if it's COVID and it's civil unrest.
That's why it's supposed to be more love. You ain't found nobody at no protest?
No. Who is dating and who is swiping left and right in the middle of the COVID?
My run coach is.
Oh my God.
She done had 2 boyfriends during COVID.
2 new ones?
Yes.
Or they like
2
boomerangs?
new boyfriends.
They boomerangs
no.
or?
New boyfriends.
Whole new niggas she's never met.
Whole new niggas.
So in addition to an STD test or STI test, do they also get a COVID test?
That's what I was asking her.
Or I guess you don't have to be. It ain't about being intimate. It's about being within 6 feet of each other.
And these niggas going to brunch together and everything. I said, you dangerous.
What? Dangerous Black woman.
Look, that's almost more dangerous than having unprotected sex with somebody.
Child, because COVID moved quicker than the STI.
Exactly.
STI at least maybe get you a year.
Shit.
COVID got you 21 days.
Niggas is living long, healthy lives having HIV.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, HIV, crabs, any
Not
of that.
Crabs.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Life expectancy is longer than COVID.
Gonorrhea. Like
tuberculosis is not STD.
Well.
The chlamydia.
Niggas is living long, healthy lives with STIs.
But also those folks are the folks who are going to the doctor regularly.
Exactly.
That love themselves.
Living long, healthy lives.
Yeah.
But going to brunch with a random nigga you ain't met.
With the COVID.
With COVID.
That's 21 days.
Ooh, you're dangerous. You dangerous. That's what I told her. I said, you dangerous. You need to stop that shit.
Yeah.
Talking about, all right, I said, all right, my ass. You out here dating these niggas and shit.
She wearing a mask.
I don't care.
Do they hold? I'm asking.
I hope so.
Oh, they holding hands. See, we live in a strange world. When it's dangerous to be like, is you holding his hand, girl?
Are y'all holding hands with no gloves?
Oh my God.
I said, ooh, girl. I said, you done had 2 whole new boyfriends?
Yes, 2 of them niggas.
2 of them. In a 6-month span. I said, ooh. Jesus. I'm lonely out here in these streets. It's still going to be a hot girl summer. I said, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Hot girl with that corona.
Y'all still out here dating COVID? Or I get dating,
yes, because niggas is lonely.
But
niggas
the
don't want to be
virtual dates,
single.
you can't do the virtual dates. You can't do date on Zoom or Google Meets.
But they want to Netflix and chill, Nyambi.
But how much precaution do you got to take to even get to the Netflix?
I would hope they would just go and get tested and then get the results, and then they just in the bubble. Like you are the bubble.
Yeah.
Until they break up, and then you got to find somebody else.
But the way that these Emmets are set up from the Shy,
I know.
I don't know.
That's the thing. You gotta have radical trust.
Child.
Because like you gotta trust that nigga standing inside the bubble.
Yeah, I'm washing his hands. Well, good for her.
I said, ooh. But yeah, we got some Black love stories.
All right, let's get into it.
This week's Black love story is from James and Audrey, who has been together for 15 years and married for 9.
All right.
They first met at church. James played piano at his father. Played piano for his father's church, and she had just moved into town.
Oh my goodness!
So he had that fresh meat.
Not the fresh meat. You found it in the house of the Lord.
Just found it in the house. Look, I'm new here. Ooh, who that new girl?
Who the new girl? Sister, can I help you?
Can I help you? Let me teach you how to play piano.
You want to come to a young adults Bible study.
Let me teach you how to play piano.
Y'all seen that? Excuse me. What's that young man who said, try Jesus?
Oh, Toby Nigwigwe?
But don't, what?
Toby Nigwigwe.
All right, Nero. I know our African listeners is like, you trying? We ain't all the way there, but you
I know
trying.
Toby. I listen to his music.
He says, try Jesus, but don't try me.
Yeah, because I throw hands.
Will somebody go rogue and have that as the altar selection at their church on Zoom? What will people do?
Try Jesus.
Because it started off very spiritual. And I'm like, I do like it. I do like to try Jesus.
But not me.
But even that part ain't get me. Because I was like, because not you, right? Because a lot of Christians be thinking they Jesus Christ the Savior, Jesus Christ superstar. And you not.
Because I throw hands.
Then he lost me with the throwing the hands. I said, wait.
And then, his backup singer's like, try Jesus.
I was like, okay.
But not me.
I agree.
Because I fight.
No. It's like, it reminds me of a substitute teacher and the kids getting it. And then they'll say something real off at the end. They'll be like, you were almost there.
I know what he said.
Yeah. No, good. In his word. Got it.
But those are just the things I don't believe.
That I was like, oh my. Then he had the nerve to have closed captioning on.
Yes.
So we knew exactly what he's saying.
Yes.
Ain't no confusion. All right, let's do this.
Do the altar call.
What you want to say? All right, y'all, come on up. If you believe the doors of the church are open, if the Lord has spoken to you, come on forward and sit in this wooden chair. It's virtual, so just come off mute. Then it's always that one Bernie Mac person who come off mute by mistake. Y'all remember that Bernie Mac episode when they was trying to do the altar call?
Yeah.
And then no one would do it, so he just raised his hand and he joined church.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 more hours after that. Okay, wait, look, what's Toby saying? Try Jesus.
Try him.
Please don't try me.
Is
that the
there
name of the
one?
podcast? Is there one?
Would you come?
Would you come down? Who does not want to be tried? Who doesn't have the problem in trusting the Lord? No, this is too much. But every time, I think I hear to listen to that at least once a day.
At least, I start my day with this.
They got Sunday's Best on BET now, and they had, I think it was last week, they had the episode where you had to take like a secular song and make it gospel. I wish someone would have tried this one.
Yes. Well, it's already halfway there.
Yeah, we just got to take out the fighting in the hands.
Yes. Like, I throw my hands in the air or something like that. Let's get back to this black. We didn't got deviated from this black love story.
Okay, come on. Try Jesus.
So,
please don't try
James
me.
and Audrey met at
church.
At church.
That's how we got there. It makes sense.
James played the piano.
All right.
He was playing Try Jesus, not me. Audrey was the new girl that was who just moved to town. Mm-hmm. They found out, when did they know each of you was the one? He said, honestly, when we first met, I actually told her the first day I met that she would be mine, and I determined to marry her.
I love that. Ladies, when that happens to you, how do you tell if he just a really sweet guy or a sociopath? Mm. Is there a thin line?
Yeah, I would say. Cause I don't know, isn't that borderline? I don't know. Let me stop. I don't know if that's not. Look, you gonna be mine. Look,
you gonna be mine. It's the tone, ain't it?
You gonna be mine.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You can't say no to them niggas.
Exactly.
You gotta let it ride.
You had holy water or cognac.
You yours. I had a friend. Speaking of cognac. Oh my goodness, I think it was undergrad or high school or about to transition. Somebody, for all the folks who know me a decade plus ago, do y'all remember the story when somebody got some cognac thrown in their eye? Go ahead, finish.
So they knew they was gonna be each other's one on the first day, because he was like, when we met, you gonna be mine, and I'm determined to marry you. So I said, that's what's up. What's the key to successful relationship? Communication, understanding, and forgiveness. I like that.
I love that. Yeah.
What advice you got for young married couples? Understand that your spouse is an individual and has been themselves their whole life.
True.
Give that person time to understand what you want and what you don't want.
Yep.
Then be able to give them time to incorporate that into their everyday life.
Absolutely. I love all of
word.
that. Yeah, it is a word.
Anything else you want to tell us about your love story? We give each other butterflies every time we wake up.
Damn, Niram, you ain't even pause.
Oh.
It's a end of a sentence.
Well, would you like to read it for me, baby?
No.
Oh.
You got it.
Oh, just checking.
Just make sure you got your punctuation.
Oh. This is another tangent, but I'm going to finish this first.
Okay. What's another tangent?
The punctuations.
What about it?
On the east side of Detroit, we don't even really respect punctuations.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you know it is the east side.
So, like, we just read right past them.
Y'all, Mabel got so pissed because we was in North. She just literally went up the stairs.
Bye, little bitch.
Cut that shit out.
Isn't she a
Don't do
bitch?
that. Don't do that. Don't try to Kevin this. Is that the male version of Karen? Is it Kevin?
I don't know.
Ken. Don't Ken this.
Anything else you want to tell us about your relationship? Oh.
Don't do that. I said this nigga done forgot. What? I said it's right in front of you.
We give each other butterflies every time we wake up and look at each other. We motivate each other to do better, ourselves individually as well as together. Mm-hmm. Side note, we just found your podcast on July 18th, 2020.
Not too long ago.
And all we have done was listen to your podcast. You've changed our lives forever already. Thank you for just being unapologetically you. Have a good one. And yeah, we're from Chicago.
All right. They cousins. They right down the road.
Yeah, they're right down the street.
All right, let's see this picture.
Yeah, look, beautiful couple.
Oh, they cute. Come on, locks.
Yeah.
Come on, moisturize. Come on, teeth.
I know.
Come on, teeth. Come on, beautiful locks. Y'all are gorgeous. Thank y'all for sending it in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to hop into some pillow talk?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, first things first, Oprah and put Breonna Taylor on the cover of that her magazine.
Oprah don't believe in putting nobody on that magazine except Oprah. Honestly, magazine is closed. Not closing. It's going digital.
Really?
Yeah. Did they got the picture up or no?
Yeah, they got the picture.
Oh, can I see it? No, I ain't seen it. I might have to go. Is that still in print or is that the first digital?
Yeah, this is gonna be print.
Okay, I might have to get that.
So it's up there.
I go back and forth with getting the O magazine.
You had it for a while.
Then I stopped. O and Essence. I go back and forth getting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a flex. I love that, Oprah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good picture.
So Oprah made a statement, and she says she was just like me. Mm-hmm. She was just like you, and like everyone who dies unexpectedly, she had plans for the future to fulfill her responsibility and work and friends and laughter. I think about Breonna often. Imagine if 3 unidentified men burst into your home while you were sleeping and your partner fired a gun to protect you, and then mayhem. What I know for sure, we can't be silent. We have to use our whatever megaphone. We have to cry for justice. And that's why Breonna Taylor is on the cover of Oprah magazine. The September issue honors her life and the life of every other black woman whose life has been taken too soon. Head to Oprah Mag for more. And then they shouted out the artist, who is Alexis Art.
All right.
Yeah.
I see you, Oprah. Oprah flexing on them. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do, Joe.
Yeah. So
good for her.
So,
yeah,
that was exciting news to see that. Well, not exciting, but, it was just a little good news, too.
Yeah, it was a little something.
And then later on that day, the judge in Louisville orders the police to hand over all radio records from the raid, because now they're talking about they don't know who was actually at the raid and who wasn't.
Oh, they a lie.
Oh, lying ass names.
Yeah, they a lie. All the things are a lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Other things. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my God.
Was that a Corona sneeze?
We're going to have to edit that out.
Was that a Corona sneeze? You snoozed on me.
I was telling Nero to pause me, and he just moving.
Shit.
Can we edit that out?
No.
Please, I'm embarrassed. Everybody done swerved in their car. They done threw their headphones off. I'm embarrassed.
Nah, we didn't put a Corona sneeze on everybody.
Oh, my God.
I'll see if I can, but we talking about it now. We might as well just leave it in there so they can know.
But we got to see how loud it was. What a time to be alive.
Yes.
Where you can't even sneeze.
You can't even sneeze. We already talked about John Lewis Fume.
No Limit Chronicles.
We can go there.
And then after that, we're going to do, I know we got a lot of shout outs. We going to do shout outs?
No? Yeah, we can.
That No Limit Chronicles with Percy P. Miller. Woo, it's going to be long. Like, it's interesting, but I'm not sure if it was warranted a 5-parter.
You know what? Why not? We in Corona. We don't have much time for anything.
If No Limit got 5 parts, I want us to go back and do the Clark Sisters again.
How many parts they have?
1.
Oh.
A movie.
Well, it was long enough. It could have been a couple parts.
It was a 2-hour movie. You put the commercials in an hour and a half.
I would say more like 45 minutes.
And P. Miller Percy got 5 hours? Commercials, what, 4?
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, he got a great story, right? Like, Masterpiece set the framework for entrepreneurship, being from the, like, all those things, respect. But, you know, sometimes that tone he be using, you know, from New Orleans, is either you talk fast or you talk real slow. Mm-hmm. And it come on at 9, 10 o'clock. So sometimes when you tell the story, every time I wake up, I'm like, who done got shot now? Like, I lose the track of what's happening. Do you? My favorite character, I guess it's not a character, it's a real person, is Sonia. I want her to do her own spinoff tell-all book. I know when she came on that television with that multicolored fur, was a mixture of hamster, rabbit, and squirrel. I knew it was gonna be
Throw a little possum in that too.
A little possum. I know she was told us the tea. Also, why does everyone they're interviewing got sunglasses on? I need to be the producer. Y'all niggas want to take off your glasses.
I need to see niggas' eyes.
Do you got what's it called? Them eye drops? Is everybody's eyes just red?
I don't know, because I'm like,
it doesn't help with building connection and credibility.
Exactly, because I cannot see none of these niggas' eyes, and I'm not sure if any of these niggas deep fakes.
What? But good. It's a great story. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just the cadence. It just could be like the you know, if some people just talk, it's like the guy from, what's his name, from Reading Rainbow. Mm-hmm. I feel like when he gets to talk, I only get to listen to him for about an hour before I get sleepy. And it's nothing to do with him. LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
It's just the tone is soothing. Same thing happened with Master P. Like, now what are we gonna Calliope Project. First of all, is that how you spell Calliope?
Yes.
I don't know what I thought it was gonna be spelled like. Like, just the cadence gets me off.
Calliope.
I guess I couldn't spell it. Like, if someone asked me to spell it, I would have been like,
just like Balenciaga.
I would have been like CALLEEEE. Which is,
but the thing is, like,
it's that French influence. But yeah.
How they even say Calliope? Like, they don't even say like the ope part, so you don't even see the P. It's just like Calliope.
Look, no. Oh, I didn't even have a P in there, did I?
No. There's a P in there.
But it's like the French influence, I know that, but or they're like the Creole influence too. And so the French influence was the actual word, right? But then the Creole, Haitian, patois influence in the dialogue and dialect. So I get all of that. But y'all check out the No Limit Chronicles. Who I'm really interested is that Rough Rider song. Every time I keep seeing where them dogs at, I know DMX is going to come tell all the truth. Yes. Because he went on Ian Levanzant and told all his business.
He did.
So I only can imagine.
And did you throw a little Eve and Swiss Beats in there?
First of all, I don't think Eve's going to tell y'all nothing because she's married to a count.
Well,
I think Eve going to come on there and be like, I don't recall. And they're going to pull up the picture of her with them paw prints. And they're going to be like, you don't recall this?
Nope. Don't even know what those are.
She done put Fenty Beauty on top of
Exactly. He is the reason why everybody else decided to put the paw prints on their titties.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile,
on the rent, she done got it covered up. She going to balls and shit. She can't go meet the queen and stuff with Cat Marks. Mabel done scratched her. Speaking of DMX, y'all watch that Versus with Snoop Dogg and DMX?
Yes.
That was a bop. DMX done put on that sober weight.
Yes, he did.
I'm glad to see him sober and healthy. He even said, you see how he kept sitting down? He said, I'm done. Them freestyles was getting it though.
I'm tired.
You know who still got it though?
What?
Snoop Dogg.
Yes, he do.
I think people were tweeting. It was like, is something in the weed or something? Because Snoop Dogg was still giving it.
He still gets it.
All right, I'm getting distracted. We'll talk about more of this next week. But we got some shout out Friday stuff.
We got some shout out Friday.
Alrighty.
So as always, be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. Which I didn't see none this week. Which what y'all niggas doing?
We just got back.
So?
What they going 5-star?
They've been going back and listening to the archive.
How you know?
Because
only
they've been
one
saying
person
it.
said that.
They've been saying it.
Who is the person? What's the Black Love story?
They've been saying it. They niggas been listening to the archives.
Oh, okay.
But we also got some emails, so you can shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. That's black with no K. But y'all send it to black with a K, we ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, the bot's gonna get it.
And then y'all gonna be talking about, y'all don't read our email. And that's because y'all niggas sent it to the wrong email.
Oh.
So we got one from Janet.
No heat, no shade.
No heat, no shade.
Come on, young. When's she gonna come back?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I miss her.
It was gonna be off from Zoom.
Even better.
Tap your chest.
Not like that, beloved. Not like that,
Tap
beloved.
your chest, because you know how she like to be tapping and smacking niggas in the back of their head.
Tapping is a thing. Tapping is a thing.
I don't like it. Naomi tried to pull tapping on me. I do not like that shit.
Yeah, tapping is a thing. It helps ground you.
You do it on yourself.
Okay, read the damn message now. Damn, come on.
Subject is, it's been a long time coming. It says, hello, my name is Janet. I'm 26-year-old Guyanian American woman living in white Midwest.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You like in Milwaukee.
Yeah, she got me like Milwaukee or something like that.
Yeah, Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa and shit like that, where ain't no black people.
Yeah.
This email has been a long time coming. I need to remember to email all often. You do. Forever grateful to stumble upon your podcast over a year ago.
Oh, my goodness.
And I've been in love ever since. Thank you for being the auntie and uncle in my life that I need. You always came in the clutch with laughter, insight, and advice. I wish you will with your move back to your home in Detroit.
Yeah.
I want
Detroit news.
No, I'll be watching the Detroit news, and it's like it be the same stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And like you only need to watch the first 15 minutes of the news because it's going to be the same repeated stuff throughout the whole stuff. But niggas still be watching the same stuff.
I'd be invested.
I want to start off with questions. I want to ask you guys. I want to become a physician assistant.
Okay.
But I currently work as a phlebotomist at a hospital. I got my bachelor's degree and a lot of other things to make me qualified to apply. I've been battling the feeling of not being where I want to be career-wise, as well as life-wise. I've been battling paralyzing fear, and the ever-persistent imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
What have you guys done to overcome or minimize not being satisfied with your current life/career situation and imposter syndrome?
Go there. I think that's your bag.
Doing it afraid.
Yeah.
Talking to therapists. And talking to somebody, doing it afraid, talking to therapist, and having some type of accountability partner that's going to get on your ass to make you do it while you're afraid.
Yeah.
And then I think the last thing is like surrounding yourself with people who's already near to give you encouragement and motivation.
Yeah, who are on a positive track. Something that also helps me, like with imposter syndrome, and to get it out of my head, is to write all the shit down I'm thinking about. So imposter syndrome begins to get me because the thoughts are swimming and repeating consistently. But I found that if I actually purge them out, so either writing them out, saying them out loud, recording them, telling someone I trust, that in itself becomes a weight that's lifted because I've already said the worst case scenario. Because the imposter thing is the worst case scenario of you failing, right? Sometimes you almost gotta, once I get it out on paper, verbally talk to someone, then I do the, okay, and then what? So, oh my God, I fail and do this, and then what'll happen? Oh my God, then I won't have no job, and then what, right? You almost have to keep going to get to the point where to be like, well, you stretching, right? So you telling me the whole world, the election now done come tumbling down because you did, and we're just talking about applying, right? We're just talking about applying and getting in. In worst case scenario, you don't get in, and guess what? You apply again.
Nah, I ain't applied for a job that she's supposed to apply to 5 days ago.
Exactly, and I'm gonna do it afraid.
Oh, okay.
So like that's what I would encourage you to do. Like imposter syndrome, you can't pretend it is not there. You almost have to work through it. Like it's like similar with problems. You can't go around the problem. You have to go through it. And so I think it's facing what that imposter syndrome is. Like what is the outcome you're most worried about? And just say the damn thing, right? And face it so you already know what it's going to be. 9 times out of 10, what we create in our head, that is the worst. That won't happen. 9 times out of 10, that thing won't happen.
Yeah.
Like I keep saying, like in this situation, the worst case, you don't get in, you reapply again.
Yeah.
and that's okay. And by reapplying again, you already know what you done missed out on.
And then it's the age of fucking COVID.
Child,
now's the time. Apply to everywhere.
Now is the time.
Because a lot of colleges are like waiving application fees, waiving like standardized tests and things of that sort.
And you got that work experience. And also know and be comfortable with if it ain't one way, if you can't go through the door, go through the window, go through the chimney. They have like transitionary programs at a lot of these schools. I think Case Western has one, Ohio State. This is more for medical school, but I imagine they have a physician's assistant where you would take a semester of like all the same core classes of the physician's assistant, and then if you pass those, they just naturally transition you into the program. Yep. So look for multiple ways to get in. And you keep saying physician assistant. Do you just need to go to medical school? Hey. Look, I'm going even bigger now. I would argue if you can get into being physician assistant, you can go in to be a medical doctor.
Exactly. Hello.
So is that what you truly need to be applied? How about we set a new goal? We apply for both and see what's going to happen.
Right. Now, I haven't even got you to turn to a doctor.
What you think? You can't be no doctor?
Hey, you can.
Child, and if America ain't do, you better get on them Virgin Islands. You better get somewhere else. Like, I think that's what you do. Honestly, looking to be in a MD or DO or whatever one you're leaning towards. But don't just get it out. Do it afraid. Have a community of support.
Absolutely. In the email, she said, switching topics. I've never been in a real relationship. I've been a late bloomer when it comes to life experiences. My dream is to marry a black man, but man, living in whitey white Midwest has presented me with limited options. Low key, I'm the one waiting for someone to break in my house and magically be my soulmate.
What? Girl, what no. The fuck? That's dangerous. That's like dating in the COVID.
What can I do to meet someone? What I should be doing in the meantime while I'm out, God takes his time with my relationship.
Focus on you.
Exactly. Focus on you and get into this damn school.
But can we just say we want to be a physician assistant?
Or a doctor.
Or actually a doctor.
You might meet that nigga in med school.
He in med school waiting for you to get in. Exactly. Go ahead and miss your blessing.
Or move to Detroit. There's a lot of niggas here. And we in the Midwest.
Don't listen to me.
What?
Don't listen.
Detroit is chocolate city and there's a lot of niggas here.
You seen that girl who done let's set that car on fire.
Exactly.
But no, I think this time again it's about you. Like center yourself. Like really focus on you. Like if you want to keep it spicy, like find someone you can talk to virtually, right? Like I think that's fine. Like still all the same dating rules apply, but just do it virtually. But this is the time for you to get bit sexy.
Yep.
Get bit sexy. Talk to your therapist. Learn how to move. Read some books. Be there in the space. And also just put the energy out there. Like when you talk with friends and they be like, girl, what you doing? What you up to? Child, just preparing for my forever, honey. Let me know if you seen them. Love to be introduced. Right. Like just bring the energy towards you. But I say focus on you.
Yeah, yep. I agree. And she said, last thing, what is some general advice you can give to people in their mid-20s? I feel like every other week I'm having a quarter-life crisis.
That's normal, yeah.
Please make it lighthearted or serious as need be. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being a highlight of my week constantly. Also, hi, Mabel. Please have you or can you do a episode on horoscopes?
I don't think we did a full. If we did, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Maybe we could bring that back. That might be low-key kind of fun. But advice... You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're not behind. Don't compare yourself to others because everybody else got their own journey and or you won't believe the shit they had to do to get where they at. So like trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be at this given moment and just follow the process.
And sometimes
and seek therapy.
Seek therapy. And the last thing is overnight success usually take about 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
With social media, we are on this whole like speed type of thing. Like, oh, it gotta happen now. Success gotta happen now. But real success happens with the grind. That's 5 to 8, sometimes even 10 years. So like you in your 20s, and it's like working on your grind, working on your hustle. So when you're in your 30s, you can really enjoy the money and like have real grown up money and be able to travel and not be in COVID. Like,
exactly. And talk to real grown-up niggas. I know you're looking for a partner. Like, don't get me wrong. Niggas in their 20s are all right. But it gets better with age. I'm not going to lie to you. It gets much better with age. Don't get me wrong. There's still some fuck niggas. Child, I was watching something on YouTube. Y'all know I love Funky Dineva. And he participated in some panel with, I think the guy's name, G or V or, I forgot his name. But what it was a panel of like straight black men and gay black men just having a conversation on like what does it mean for the black community. And it was just some old stupid niggas on there. And I just, it was a lot. I encourage y'all to go check it out. I'm still processing. There's somebody on there. I didn't want to say his name, but he was like, I don't transcribe to the word of gay because it's created by white people. I call myself same gender loving. And I was just like, oh.
What?
Like, I get, like, when he said it, I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't know if he was hoteppy. Like, you're not supposed to be so woke, but then miss the whole point. Like, a point they didn't get that Funky Dineva was trying to, like, address that was there some situations that he feels more at home in the LGBT community than he does in, like, the black community. And I took it as the black straight male community because of, like, his upbringing. Like, the black straight male and men in his life were, like, rude and call him the F word and made him feel less of a man. And more often, he said as he was getting older, the straight black men in their life then left him to pick up the pieces with the women in their life. So, like, it was just super interesting. And the other man who said he don't believe in gay, that's white man construct, he's same gender loving. He was like, I forgot what he said. He was like, you just a hurt black gay boy. And I was like, fuck.
Ooh.
Like, and the thing is, I got what he was saying, but the way he said it was just so, it lacked compassion.
Ooh, that's how they do it.
Yeah. Like, I wanted to jump through the screen and be like, hold the fuck, time the fuck out. What I'm hoping he was trying to say to be like, I'm sorry that you were hurt growing up in such an influential phase of your life and you had to take on responsibilities you shouldn't have.
That nigga ain't said it that way. Though.
How, can we grow and evolve beyond that point so all your interactions aren't based off your past interactions with straight black men? I'm hoping that's what he meant. But the way he said it, I was just like, because Funky Dineva kept going back to say that, like, the barbershop is a toxic environment for gay black men, and the same gender loving man was like, actually it's a toxic environment for all black men. I was like, And then it kept going back to this idea of being nervous and scared and not safe. And the same gender loving man, like I said, he had some good points, but he hoteppy. He was like Dr. Umar. He's like the gay Dr. Umar. And what got me was like, he was like, it ain't just gay men or trans folks who are scared. It's all black men who are scared. And this is how they demonstrate the behavior. Because all of them scared. I was like, Lord, Jesus be a therapist. It was just a lot. I'm still processing. Did I share that with you?
No, you didn't.
Y'all should go watch it. It's on Funky Dineva page. You'll see it's like a panel. It was honestly a little hard for me to watch because it felt a little like some points were absolutely valid, but the way in which they were said with such masculine energy. They were said with such lack of compassion that I had to like pause, step away, come back. And also it was like some gaslighting going on in there. Like it was a lot of that, but it was just something.
Why don't you read the next email?
Oh, here I'm saying, be quiet. So this is from Christine. The subject is moving on up to Detroit. The message says, hi, Niram and Nyambi. I just want to say I absolutely love your podcast. I've been listening to it for over a year, and as an HR cubicle warrior, now turned HR work from home warrior, I just want to say y'all have always kept me laughing out loud, literally, from the Bot Store Chronicles to the nanny days. So I thank y'all for adding to my joy. I recently heard that y'all are moving to Detroit to save some money, which is good because during these times it's necessary to save. I will be moving to Detroit with my boyfriend soon to be fiance. All right, speaking to existence before we move next year. We currently live in Atlanta. I just wanted to know what areas of Detroit do y'all recommend we look into. We both in our late 20s, early 30s. I'm 28, he's 30, so preferably the suburbs, not the heart of the city. Thank you guys so much. Keep spreading the Black Love Matters energy. What did she say?
Oh, because her last name was spelled funny.
Oh, okay. So I was like, that is not what that is.
No.
I was about to say that. I was like, that is not.
No, her last name was spelled some other way.
I was like, that is not. This letter here is Christine. This is not what she just said on the side. Well, congratulations in advance. We ain't been living in the city that much. So I don't know if we can give the best recommendation. No, I won't recommend unless he got family to live in the heart of Detroit.
Right.
I won't recommend that. Now, if you got family and you have a block, you could do it.
Right.
And that's fine.
Your family been on that block and is going through some.
Yeah, like gentrification or some rejuvenation. Like that will be fine. Downtown Detroit, some areas okay, but it's expensive. Like it's almost too expensive to me.
Y'all can go down to the Riverfront Towers.
That's very expensive.
It is, but it's nice.
I don't know. What's some stuff on the east side?
Madison Heights, Clinton Township.
Yeah.
Those are not Port Huron. Not that it's too far out. That's not Detroit. But like Madison Heights and Clinton Township.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I would say, like Southfield's always been like the transitionary black.
Yeah.
Air quote, Mama, I made it community in Detroit. So like that's a strong black community. It just depends where you go, right? I can tell you where to stay away from.
Livonia.
Like Farmington Hills, Northfield, Novi. Some parts of Dearborn, be careful. Like that's where I would tell you to kind of. Dearborn Heights not as much. Stay away from Inkster. Like,
yes, don't go to Inkster. It's like you going to one hood.
You also just stay in Detroit. Sorry if anybody from Inkster listening, honey. It done got rough. But I don't know. Like we have to give you some tips and tricks as we get deeper into it too.
Yeah, because we're looking at different places too. So
I mean, also depends how suburban you want to go. There's always Canton and those types of area, Allen Park, right? Like you gotta watch it because sometimes it can be a little racist, right? You gotta be careful with. Even that, it's not even a city, right? It's literally like what mile you living on or what street you have the.
Stay away from Highland Park.
Yeah.
Do not go in Highland Park.
Why we tell the business to stay away from?
Look, we can't tell you where to stay.
Yeah.
But we can tell you where to stay away from. Because some things ain't changed since we left.
Something ain't changed. Please, since our parents grew up. Since the 70s. Yeah. But we'll think we'll give you more areas.
Other places, like if you want to do like riverfront living, that's not Detroit. You can go like Grosse Pointe Woods.
Yeah.
St. Clair Shores.
Yeah.
Roseville.
Nearham is talking about the east side.
Yeah, that's the east side of Detroit.
I'm a Fort Memorial with the west side of the city.
The east side gets you closer to the water.
Yeah. Allegedly.
It does.
Okay, it does.
You go to Grosse Pointe, like you literally off the water.
I know. Well, give us a little time so we can give you more legitimate days, right? We be in our little bubble of where we stay at. But like I said, them cities we say don't go to, don't go there.
Yeah.
Wayne is also decent. Well, it's different areas. All right, you want to read our next one?
And then, there's some stuff downriver, but I don't know much about downriver, though.
Like downriver, you got to be careful. That's by Southgate, Brownstown, I'm losing track of thoughts. Allen Park, Lincoln Park, Taylor. I would stay away from Lincoln Park, Taylor. Allen Park, not so much. Like it's just different areas of it.
Can you get it so I can get the voicemails going?
Of course. It says episode 338, message first time, long time. It said, hold up. WHOLE. I ain't never heard hamburger helper without a box. Nyambi grew up on a variety of casseroles. It's not hamburger helper without a box. As an adult, I have not had hamburger helper. I've had enough. Additionally, we did have chicken broth in my house growing up. Because chicken broth add the base. Like, say if you need to add a little to either the rice or your soups or your stews or, it's just, or even vegetables, right? I done seen people boil a little broccoli, add a little chicken broth, add a little flavor to it. So that's what it's about.
I found it out. Now I am eating goulash and calling it hamburger helper.
I am not eating goulash.
You are. I did the definition. I'll do the definition again.
What is the definition of goulash?
You are eating goulash. That's what you was eating.
Goulash sound like it got chicken feet.
You was eating goulash.
Goulash sound like chicken feet.
Goulash is a soup.
It's not a soup. First off, it's Hungarian. What am I eating?
Look.
Yes.
This is what you had.
We got good reviews.
You had us eating goulash.
Yeah.
Goulash is a soup of meat and vegetables, usually seasoned with paprika.
I do.
Originating from Hungarian. Goulash is a common meal predominantly eaten in Central Europe, but also in other parts of Europe, and also called like homemade hamburger helper.
You added that.
No, I didn't.
You should add that to the Wikipedia. AKA Nayam. Ingredients: meat, stock, noodles, vegetables, paprika, spices. I guess it's goulash.
It is goulash. You made
or is
goulash.
Hamburger Helper goulash?
I don't know.
Is Hamburger Helper the American goulash?
Naomi made us goulash and called it Hamburger Helper, and then gonna ask me how do I want it seasoned, and I said whatever flavor it is on the box. I'll never forget that, and y'all don't forget that either, because Naomi be trying to run game.
Oh my goodness.
You be trying to run that game.
Y'all trying to get me on Instagram too when y'all say I confused. What is this?
It's right there. Hungarian goulash is a thick soup with meat and vegetables, usually seasoned with paprika. It generally has tomato, macaroni, and it's also like a homemade hamburger helper. You had us eating goulash and tried to sell it as hamburger helper.
Y'all not gonna keep tearing me up, just like you're trying to tear me up because I confused Luke James and whatchamacallit and Frank Ocean, and I did it committed.
So you had goulash.
Okay.
It wasn't hamburger helper.
Cool.
And people will let you know.
I know. We got some phone calls.
Yeah, we got some voicemails.
Let's go. Hello?
It's Skype.
Oh, this is me.
I pressed the button.
Is anybody there?
It's Skyping your internet.
Oh, Lord. You should have had these already ready to go. It's just spinning and spinning.
It is. Jesus. It might not even come through.
Jeez. We're going to have this episode to have them already pre-done.
Yeah.
And record them early. This don't make no sense.
Oh, we in the basement,
We in the basement. You might not be able to hear nothing.
That's crazy.
Try them again. If not, we're going to have to do it for Monday.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
It's not going.
Nope. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi.
Turn off the Wi-Fi.
Nope, it ain't working. Oh, wait.
Oh, it's coming.
Nope.
Dear Mama, it's Shan.
Hey, Shan.
So, what's up? I haven't talked to you guys in a while.
I know. Where you been?
To the deep. I'm putting away food. I think it is super important for Black folks to be having these discussions about obituaries, funerals, history, what you want to be said, what you want to be done with your things, with your children, all of that. It's just one of those conversations that goes unsaid too much to the point where we don't even have to have this drama when you pass.
No.
Do you have life insurance? How many policies do you have? Is your debts paid off? You know, all of that needs to be a conversation, and I'm so happy that you guys are talking about it right now, because right now I'm constantly revising and going through my will because I have 2 children. I'm not a billionaire, but they need to know, like, what I have set up. I need to be, alert about what I need to take care of. So I'm glad you're having this conversation as Black people.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It is. We have to normalize it.
You got to.
And again, same thing we were telling sis about imposter syndrome. Same thing about fear, right? Say the thing. I don't want to talk about obituaries, funeral, because I'm a little nervous about dying, or I don't want to think about it, or it sends me to a darker place, or it makes me sad. Say that.
Yeah.
So we then can move through it.
Exactly.
But sometimes if it's all in your head and you don't say it, right, like then you put it off. And if you were doing the work, you then begin putting it off. And like I was even telling Niram on just even finding a consistent cadence on where we're just looking it up, right? Like you almost got to treat it like a business where it's like, all right, every quarter, I'm being sure I'm gonna look at it, connect, make sure everyone has information. Now, honestly, what I've been telling Niram, we have each other and we have information, like we have access to each other information, but like who was also that third party that, God forbid something happened to us both.
Right.
That we then connected to, most likely our parents, but I'm not sure if they know like where to find all of our stuff, right? Because I think we have a lot of resources put in place. And I won't want them to have to like scavenge and try to figure stuff out. So like even thinking of the process, like who would know where to go and find stuff at least. Yeah. Make sense?
Let's see. This other voice might come.
Hey, Miriam and Nyambi. It's Yvette.
Hey, Yvette.
I am not new to the podcast, but new to leaving voicemails. Decided to go ahead and leave a voicemail after listening to you guys for so freaking long.
Welcome.
Hey, Mabel. Mabel, are you all right? Because that last podcast, Nyambi definitely kicked you. I think she kicked you. I heard it. Your chain was wiggling and everything. We ain't heard from you. Let us know if you all right. We need to call Peter. I'll call him. Miriam and I just want to say you guys are such an inspiration. I love listening to this podcast. It's like my act of rebellion. I work at a police department. No, I'm not law enforcement.
Oh, I'm about to ask you the fact.
But working with these people, I can't really act like I want to act, say what I want to say. So I frequently listen to y'all podcasts when I'm supposed to be working. So I can just think about all the colonizers colonizing, Anyways, Nandi.
Yeah.
I have to side with Niram. Growing up, my family, we ate hamburger helper out the box. I ain't never heard of no homemade hamburger helper. It's it's interesting. Might have to try it out. Sloppy Joe came out of a can. Now, I don't know what Miriam was talking about with that meat in there, but my Sloppy Joe is just the tomato base, and we add the ground beef.
That's what I thought.
But it definitely came out of a can. Baked beans, bushes. Might want to add a little ground beef to it, but, you know, that's how I grew up. Mm-hmm. You was real fancy with y'all homemade stuff. That was great.
That's what I told Nyambi.
Something interesting that I thought I should let you guys know. Yeah. Miriam, I'm married to a Hiram, which is completely funny. So that's really what attracted me to listen to the podcast in the very beginning. We've been married for 5 years. Shout out to Black Love. Okay. And we just had a little black boy.
Okay. Black babies.
When you gonna submit to the Black Love story so we can tell your story? Babies. What you waiting on, sis?
It was so funny. I think I was in like a team or like my peer cohort, and folks were asking. For y'all don't know, y'all know I always talk about people having babies at on my team. Mm-hmm. We literally have like 3 people going out on leave, and then I was like, I'm on nets on the rotation, and then somebody literally started cracking up. It was like the rotation. I was like, it feel like every like that. I was like, is there a list I sign up on? Like, what is the list when you go out to have these babies? Like,
I want next.
What do I sign up?
I call shotgun on the rotation.
Because it's literally, and I'm happy, right? Like my org does such a good job of like, not even just new mothers, but caregiving all around. So like, it's such an open org that I was like, I don't think I want nets. Like, how are we doing this rotation here? How are we? Because people doing it. People last day Friday, and when this one person come back Friday, then the person who been out for 6 months coming back. Like, it's just like, wait. Hold on. Where the list at? Is there a secret list I don't know about?
Right.
But yeah.
Let's see.
We got another one?
Yeah.
That lady just cut me off. She don't even like Black Love. As soon as I started talking about my Black Love story, she just was like, click up. Goodbye.
That's how Skype
No, ma'am. First of all, I don't know if y'all heard me, but I just was saying that we've been married for 5 years. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Black Love.
Shout it out.
And that we just had a little black baby boy 5 months ago. Shout out to my baby Trey. Yeah. But anyways, this word prediction, that's hilarious. One of my coworkers got up one day and left their personal letter pulled up on their screen and went to the bathroom. Yeah. And me being the nosy person I am, I sat down and read this personal letter that they wrote to their wife about, I don't know why you be writing a letter to your wife about y'all sexcapades, but it was completely X-rated. It just reminds me about people leaving inappropriate stuff on work computers.
Oh, work computers.
Anyways, I guess that's all I really got to talk about. 2 weeks, y'all.
Yeah.
I listen to y'all like every week. I gotta wait 2 weeks to hear y'all again. Mm-hmm. Lord Jesus, what am I gonna do?
Go back and listen
I pray y'all have safe travels though. Get Mabel there safe, Lord. Mabel. Jingle your collar. Let us know you made it, girl. I don't know. I'm going to check in on you, though. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
She a fool. She said I would have read it. I don't know why people put personal shit on their computer like that. The most they get in from my computer is my grocery order. My work computer, the most personal, that when my company go down, they be like, oh, she like oat milk. She like oat milk and Stoke coffee. Like, that is the most tea that my work computer is going to find me for. But people have all types of foolishness on there. Mm-hmm. I was like, y'all really doing more than grocery orders on your computer?
Yes, they are.
Really?
Yes.
Game is old as time. And I'm about to stop doing grocery orders. I don't want them tracking what I like to eat. Using against me. Selling my data.
Nigga, don't nobody care you like chocolate chip cookies.
Tell Target that. Tell Whole Foods, tell Trader Joe's that.
Oh, okay.
They making a grip off my money. Off my data. But yeah, y'all don't buy nothing more than groceries on your work. What are you? Right, because you can explain the grocery. Oh, I was working on this project and I didn't want to get off, so I just hit submit. You ain't getting fired for the groceries, but you gonna get fired for sexcapades. What? Jesus.
Huh?
I'm still on that. Curtis, are you sharing your screen? Can't believe he had no titties out. Jesus. Make me feel rated G.
You are.
Rated G. Look, this is me. 2 oats, 1 almond, cucumber, tofu. I'm like, what the fuck is she eating? Okay, you closing us out, Nero?
Yes, as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit questions for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud, and we got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. 1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember,
love is ever evolving. Peace. Happy Friday.